Hi, it's Carrie. In today's 5 Minute Friday, I wanted to talk about some search filter resources. I realize that I haven't really talked too much about search filter resources in any of my videos, but they can be really useful. I think maybe I haven't talked about them because I sometimes get frustrated by them. I go looking for a filter and it's not the filter that I want, or I can't find the filter, or I have to adapt it somehow. Anyway, there are some really good ones out there, and I just need to have patience. So, what I want to show you today is the CADTH Search Filters Database. CADTH is the Canadian Agency for Drugs and Technologies in Health. And if you search CADTH Search Filters, you'll find this page. So, this is the CADTH Search Filters database. I'll make it a little bit bigger. This database presents an assortment of search filters developed and maintained by CADTH's Research Information Services Filters Working Group. These filters have been extensively tested by the Research Information Services team and are routinely used in CADTH projects. Some filters have been validated against a gold standard set of articles, while others have been pragmatically validated. And so they have them separated into categories, in other words, concept or topic, databases, and platforms. And then you can even search down here and link out to a couple of other really good search filter resources. And I'll just say search filter, sometimes used synonymously with search hedge or search concept. And how would you use these? Kind of a la carte, in the sense that this isn't your whole search, but this will probably be part of your search. Let's look in categories and see what they have available. So everything from adverse events, economics, study designs, regions, trials, ethics, guidelines, health technology assessment, quality of life, Indigenous Peoples Canada, meta-analyses. Oh, there's more. Different types of studies and trial design, surveys and questionnaires. I used to build searches for that a lot, so that would be a fun one to look at. Systematic reviews and validity of outcomes. And then over here, it's telling you how many different filters it links to on that topic. And then you can also browse by database. So if you're really big into Embase, they have 17 Embase search filters. And same with platforms here. So let's start on the left. Adverse events is a pretty common one that I would use frequently if you're doing a drug search and you need to look up adverse events or find information about adverse events. So let's see what this looks like. Here they're giving us the record, which is giving us a lot of data, the platform and the database. So this should work on Embase and on Medline on the Ovid platform. It was last updated on September 21st, 2022. The category is adverse events. And I won't go over everything, but let's look at what's useful here. Published validation, it's been validated. A variation of this filter utilizing floating subheadings and separating the Embase strategy from the Medline strategy was validated in this article, Golder et al. So that could be worth looking up. And then here's the search strategy. You'd have to really double check to see if this one works in Medline or Embase. I can't recall. These are subject headings when you see the EXP and the /. They're probably not the same for both Medline and Embase, so this must be for one or the other. And then title, phrase indexed, keyword. And so it's a 25-line search that you would order together. If you're like me and you don't love big, long searches, I might group these together where I have all the controlled vocabulary on one line and then a couple lines of keywords and run it in fewer lines just because that's the way my brain works. But if you like all 25 lines, then you can use all 25 lines. You're going to copy, paste it, you're going to cite it. Even if you adapt it, you're going to cite it. If you have an Ovid subscription, you'll be able to launch it in Ovid. I don't have an Ovid subscription, so I'm not going to do that. Little bit of notes, that's pretty awesome. And we'll go back and look at a couple more before I sign off for today. I was interested in surveys and questionnaires. So it looks like I might have 4 options here. Let's take a look. 4 records, page 1 of 1. Okay. So what we see first is surveys and questionnaires, For CINAHL, right here. Surveys and questionnaires for Medline, here. Surveys and questionnaires for PubMed. I like that one. And surveys and questionnaires for Scopus. So you can use these if you're trying to limit your search results to surveys and questionnaires. But like I said, make sure you cite, and they give you the citation right down here. So you can adapt it into whatever citation style you need. You can share it, you can make a permalink. This is pretty fantastic, right? And then let's just look at these other sections. So databases, we love Embase. Let's look at Embase. Adverse drug events for Medline and Embase. We just saw that one. Let's look at one more. All clinical trials for Medline and Embase. Whew, a big one. That's a big one. Let's look at the platforms. So let's say I have a lot of EBSCO databases in my library. So they're giving us title, field tag, and abstract field tag. They're giving us some CINAHL subject headings here where we see the MH. Some of these are exploded where we see the plus. So that looks really nice. And again, here's the citation. So I can use this as is and cite this, or I can adapt it and cite this. In my search documentation, I would note whether it's been adapted or not. I would provide the citation. When I have a chance to look at the methods or write up the methods, I'll make sure this gets cited properly. And so that is one way you may choose to use search filter resources. And today we looked at CADTH, even though there are more. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.